Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Nazran Han, and today I will talk about my popular culture artifact. My popular culture artifact is zombie. I chose zombies because of my interest in their rich history in terms of film, TV shows, as well as in other media platforms. Another reason is that they somehow represent a powerful metaphor for social, economic, environmental, and political anxieties. And so, my approach will be based on those two reasons. In the first segment of my video, I will talk about a brief history of zombies, emphasizing zombie films. So, you might ask, what do we know about zombies? Well, zombies are often depicted as the dead coming back to life. In factual terms, zombie originated from Haiti. It had relations to Haitian folklore and the hybrid religion of voodoo. With the development of motion picture, the zombie became a staple of horror and a popular movie monster. The zombies of White Zombies, Revolt of the Zombies, King of the Zombies, and I Walked with the Zombies, however, were not cannibalistic creatures we know now. These zombies were people who were put under a spell of voodoo and mystical tradition. In these films, the true terror itself is not being killed by zombies, but being the zombie itself. What all of these films have in common is their depiction of voodoo and Haitian culture more generally as dangerous, menacing, and superstitious. Moving on to my next segment, this will be about zombies represent as a powerful metaphor for social, political, economic, and environmental anxieties. While the original zombie is a powerful metaphor for fears of the non-white, other, and reverse colonization, the representation of the modern zombies in George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead 1968 zombies have contained an undercurrent of environmental anxiety in addition to political, social, and economic anxieties. In doing so, it becomes apparent that zombies are historically contingent and stand in for specific types of environmental anxieties that shift and evolve to reflect the times. For instance, again, George A. Romero's famous Night of the Living Dead, the first film to feature the flesh-eating zombie, is often remarked as a not-so-subtle allegory for the civil rights era and the militant violence perpetuated by southern states against black protesters, as well as a critique of the Vietnam War. Romero himself has stated that he wanted to draw attention to the war through the images of violence contained in the film. In Romero's second zombie film, Dawn of the Dead, 1978, zombies were representative of overconsumption and critiques of consumerism. While in his third film, Day of the Dead, 1985, they embodied a growing fear of incurable disease. After the events of 9/11, however, in films such as Danny Boyle's 28 Days Later, 2002, and the remake of Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, 2004, zombies become proxies for growing anxiety about urban environments, including overcrowding, collapse of the inner core, and the disillusionment with the suburban dream. Later, zombies are used to symbolize the excesses of capitalism and militarism, respectively. For example, in 28 Weeks Later, 2007, we see the decay of social structures across the globe as institutions that are supposed to protect us inevitably fail to do their job. And throughout it all, this movie monster might have come from the Caribbean, but it became a powerful representation of modern fears when it met the silver screen. And for my last segment, I would like to tell you, my viewers, about my own funny story regarding zombies. Because of watching too many zombie movies, one in particular 28 Weeks Later, I've always imagined myself being chased by them. I remember I was living in a student apartment at the time, and unfortunately, my room was at the far end of the hall. Try to imagine it with me. The halls had multiple turns And just before my room, there had been a staircase which was stuck all the time, and I remember that one time somebody left it open. I always had the feeling I was being watched or followed in a way, and because of my wild imagination, I always ran from the elevator to my room every time and tried to quickly get inside, like literally put my keys in the door and like try to get in as soon as possible so that like this zombies would not catch me. As a conclusion, it fascinates me on how the approach towards depicting zombies is always different from time to time. The popularity of zombies tells us a great deal about how we have coped with different types of anxieties in the past. So to all my fellow viewers out there, be careful of your surroundings. You might not know when zombies might turn up and try to get you. Thank you.